We're here today to find out if all cables are created equal. Recently, while performing at gigs, I was using flimsy cables for my in-ear unit. I kind of felt like they just weren't good quality and I wanted to get something better. After talking with some friends of mine, everybody came to the conclusion and recommended Mogami cables to me. I bought them, and at that first gig, I immediately noticed a sonic difference in my head. Now, was I making this up, or is this the reality? That's what we're here to find out today. So, I'm using this Strymon Flint pedal basically as a splitter. I'm going to be going the instrument in, and then I'm taking the two outputs with 1/4-inch cables into this radial JDI stereo DI box. From the input, we're taking the output, and here we're going to be using two separate cables of different brands. We'll be comparing two Mogami to start, and then we'll be going down the chain checking out different companies into two separate preamps behind me. As we go along, we will find out if there's actually a sonic difference or if all cables are created equal. Let's find out. To start, we're going to be checking out two cables made by Mogami.
We're checking out their 2534 and their 2549.
All of the cables that we'll be testing in this video, just as a heads up, are all 25 feet long. So let's try it out. We heard no difference between the two Mogami cables. We even flipped the phase on one of the tracks in Pro Tools and they nulled out completely. There was no difference. So with that in mind, we're going to keep the Mogami 2534 cable, as that's the typical Mogami gold cable that you could buy in any store. So we're going to compare that quad cable with a quad cable made by Livewire. Let's see if we hear a difference between these two. Just like the two Mogami cables that we compared, we didn't really hear a big difference between the Mogami 2534 and the Livewire Elite cables. We also did the null test and it zeroed out the same way as the other two did. Now, we're going to check out the Mogami 2534 compared to a Livewire Advantage cable. The Advantage cable is a little bit different and it also has silver-plated neutral ends as opposed to gold. Let's see if we hear a difference. Now, let's check out a difference between the Mogami
2534
and a Pig Hog cable. Let's see if there's a difference between these two companies. Between the Mogami 2534 and the Pig Hog cable, we thought that we heard a little bit more low end in the Mogami. Was it our imaginations or not? Let us know what you think. Right now, I got a cable for like a stupid deal of the day off a musician's friend for about $10. We're going to check that one out compared to a Mogami
2534 gold.
between all the cables that I have in my hand right now, we really didn't hear a big difference between them. So, cables, do they really matter? I don't think so, but a big thing to take note of is warranty. So the majority of these cables, besides the last one that we used, have a lifetime warranty. Basically, if they ever break, you can just go to the store and they'll swap it out for you. But I want to make a note. As you can see here, these Nutric connectors, these ends, super nice. They feel durable. The last cable that I used, which I have right here, has these cheaper silver type connectors. They do feel really flimsy to me. They feel like at a gig or something they might break. They might not be as reliable. So I didn't hear a difference in this cable, and if it's going to stay permanently plugged in somewhere, you might want to get it. It sounds the same as the others, but if you're using them and you need something that's more rugged, all these other cables are definitely a better bet. Let me know what you guys think below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Let's get the conversation going. Thanks.